Okay, this one's not entirely simple, but we want to find, write it in factored form and then label and graph the roots. In this case here, what I'd like to be able to do is take out an x, maybe even a negative x. And so I'll do that. I take out a negative x, I'm left with 4x squared minus 12 plus, and then plus 9. That's what you can call a perfect square trinomial. And it's worth at least investigating. The square root of each of those is 2x, and 2x. 2x times 2x would give you that, and 3 times 3 would give you that. And for a moment, if you look at the outer and the inner, you got a 6x and a 6x. That's going to give you that 12x in the middle. So this is the factored form here. But if I found the roots, one root's going to be at 0. Because that's that one, and the other root will be at, when you set that equal to 0, negative 3 over 2. Because if 2x plus 3 is set equal to 0, you subtract the 3, and then divide by 2, and you end up with a negative 3 over 2. So if this is negative 1 and negative 2, there's your other root. But guess what? That happens twice. So the factored form, negative x times 2x plus 3 squared, that's going to be a bouncer. If that's a bouncer and that's a root at 0, and the negative means it's ultimately going downward, it's going to cut through because that's a single root and it's going to bounce there, and that's what it's going to look like. Okay, and as we look at these, and we recall that I to the first is equal to I squared is equal to negative 1, I to the third is equal to negative I, and I to the fourth. Any power of that 4 evenly goes into, it's going to equal 1. That's going to equal 1 because it's divisible by 4. 160 is divisible by 4. This is 1 before 160. So that would be negative I. That's 1 more than 32. Okay, 4 even goes into 32. That's 1 beyond. So it's basically 1 beyond. It's the same as saying it's a 1. So it would be an I. That's an even number, but not divisible by 4. It's going to be the same thing as I to the second power. It's a negative 1. And this one here, I don't know, 636. 4 goes into any 100, so you can ignore the 600, but 4 also goes into 36, so that's equal to a positive 1.